We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham, and watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. Riddick Bowe, 6'5", 2.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner,
from Brooklyn, New York, here is the Olympic silver medalist and the two-time unified heavyweight champion of the world, introducing Big Daddy Riddick Bowe.
Fighting out of the blue corner, from Easton, Pennsylvania.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
This is one of those places where if you can fight, if you know you can fight, you don't need a crowd, you don't need anything apart from that opponent in the opposite corner.
High hopes for this battle between these two athletes. They better start respecting each other's punching power. He got out of the way of that right hook. The crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all day long, and finally, we're about to get it on.
It's so hot, it's so heat, there's a roof on here, you don't understand it. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're on the wrong side of a beating, this can be hellfire on earth.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
And he fails to score with that left hook. Good counter punch. He blocks that jab. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Good counter left hand there. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose.
Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight, not yet, not until your senses have come back.
Keep an eye on this slugger. As you know, he's willing to take 3 to give 1. That's his game plan, and it's worked out pretty well for him so far.
Speed generates power. Timing is everything. If you've got speed, you can pop, knock anybody out. You've just got to hit them in the right spot.
He threw the hook, didn't land. That counter shot lands. Beautiful counter shot. He blocks the hook. Good counter right hand again. He parries away the left uppercut. You're not going to see a lot of finesse and skills from this guy. He wants to bury his forehead in your chest and pound away.
You got to swarm on your case. You know you got to fight. You got to hold him. You got to tie him up. You got to lean on him when you come in until the referee makes you break off. But keep your hands high because they will keep punching until that referee said stop.
Both men step back for just a moment. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're gonna get a kitchen sink.
Yes, I like that round.
On to the third. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive. He just misses with that jab. They call it the glory division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it.
A couple of big units here, so I'm expecting power. You're going to have excitement. You're going to have drama because when these guys slow down, that's when the punches are going to land.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You'd like to see more jabs. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance without a...
On to the fourth we go. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Counter right. The old adage is no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
You have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed. It's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
He blocks the uppercut. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Nice counter shot. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Nice counter. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. Good counter punching from both these fighters. And he misses with the left up. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this.
And there's the bell for round 5. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off, and they forget you can bang too.
Neither man really defending themselves. Nice exchange here from both men. These two are the perfect dance partners. Beautiful counter punch. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system. So a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again and the fight will be over.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round. Let's start the 6th. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That right hook catching air. Punch, counter punch. Left counter scores. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
There's a counter shot. He parries away that left hook. And forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down. This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year.
Imagine being a judge here. How can you judge these? What shots are being thrown? There's no sense there. The corners are going mad, trying to plead with the fight to behave, step back, settle down.
They exchange punches. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Good left counter that lands. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
You know, I've been in fights like that.
And there's the bell to start round 7. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Good counterpunching for both these athletes. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Why aren't they keeping their gloves up?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Oh, Bowe took that and they walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why. Let's see how the corner handles their fighter here after being dropped twice in that last round.
Unbelievable heart, knocked down twice.
Okay, I'm happy. Like that round. Good work. You've thinking fair. And every time you see him take a big...
Round 8, and we're off again. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
The perfect counter lands. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. And he misses with that jab.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
That doesn't score. Good counter punching. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you stay calm, play cool.
Looking to land the hook. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Nice counter shot. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominance without a doubt.
And we enter the ninth. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Big Bowe got rocked.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues. nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from. Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
At the halfway point, there's no doubt who's won this round so far. It's all offense all the time. You'd like to see this fighter protect themselves. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath.
And there's the bell to start round 10. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. You know in the corner now, they're saying, when you get out there, jump on him. Do not give him chance to breathe. Bully him, throw him, push him down, punch him in the back. Keep letting the shots go, because you know they're on shake your leg. They're a gnat's ear away from getting stopped.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Catch and shoot. Both men step back for just a moment. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here.
I've been in some boring fights, trust me. I know what it feels like. You got to get out of that rope because there's a lot of pressure, especially when you hear a boo in the crowd, especially when you hear the opposite corner, especially when you can hear a pin drop. It means they're thinking, we're bored.
Shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
I love that. I love that. That shot's great. Stick it out. And every time you see him take a big, deep breath, bang him down beautiful. That's it. Start just sticking a few body shots in there a little bit.
Here we go in the championship rounds, round 11. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've got in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Missed him with that uppercut. That uppercut doesn't land. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Neither man really defending themselves. Both men step back for just a moment. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent.
On to the 12th. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Nope, that hook won't score. Lands with the right counter. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself down trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
That hook just can't find the target. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. And a counter left. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
You'd like to see more jabs. That right hook's blocked. Neither fighter willing to sit. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. No surprises, we get a unanimous decision there.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.